Hey, what's up, guys? James4 here. Just bringing you some Warlord gameplay against some infinite amulet dupers. Obviously, at this point in the game, I have no idea. I skipped the first couple minutes where I was just leveling up and searching for them, and this is where I find them. And I'll start trapping the area and start trying to use those traps, or the creatures that come out of those traps, I should say, to kill survivors. And I think I managed to get the Cheryl down here. Bonk. No, let me bonk you. Cheryl, come back. If not here, I get her down soon enough. Aha. Here it is. Yeah, so if you get them really low on HP and they're scared, you can just possess them and unpossess them to kill them. Then I'm just gonna skip over this part. Like, I get her down, but I didn't really have the energy to protect the down, so I'm just forced to go collect energy and let her get rezzed. And then I do come back and I try and do some stuff, but Ed just kind of fucks me up. So I just kind of skip over because nothing really major happens except for me getting schooled. Yeah, and then here I get the Cheryl and the Scotty standing back. It's better to fight a Scotty than it is a Ed, just because, like, Scotty's gonna stand and bang with you, whereas Ed, he's just gonna dodge and shoot you. Obviously you can hit the Ed, it really helps. Like, Ed's gonna have way less HP, so you'd have to kill him quicker if you can hit him, but Scotty or any warrior, it's good just because, you know, you get that guaranteed threat level experience. Obviously sometimes it can be rough depending on what kind of melee weapon he has, and his build. You know, is it a new player, is it a level 25 Scotty? You know, these things all come into effect. Almost kill Cheryl again. Now, honestly, I don't... Oh, I guess you could see the Ed's got, like, max shields here. Like, he was duping shields the whole game. The Hunter Ash, I think he really only duped Colas. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, you'll see the Ed the entire game, just popping them shields. I mean, you already see he used 4. I don't know if he used more before that. I wasn't really paying attention. And like here, I'm just making a Henrietta play, obviously, you know. I can't remember if I spawned a portal with her, but it's always good. Try to get enough energy so that you can at least put one portal to go with her. Because as you can see here, once she's by herself, kind of useless. Yeah, I mean, you can see here. That adds kind of is what helps me secure the down on Cheryl again. But yeah, definitely kind of useless without an army to go with her. As you can see, easily dodgeable. I probably should have put that fart on Cheryl before. I can't remember. Did I run out of energy? Yeah, I just drop her. I don't know. And then here, I think the others, yeah, the others start the objective. I'm just gonna skip over. I just collect energy as I go to catch up to them. Now we got the Hunter Ash, the Ed back at full shields. That means he's used 8 shields already. You know, what's the likelihood of that? You just see me start trying to protect my objective, trying to make the most of the time alone with Hunter Ash and Scotty. Of course, Hunter Ash, does he get puked on there? I think he does, and that's like really big. Do I get him down? Nope. And then I'll just stand and bang with Scotty, fuck it. That guy can heal himself and be over there. I think he dropped his gun, but I'll possess him. Yeah, he's a good hunter. He's dropped his gun. If you're a hunter and you get scared, pay attention. Drop your gun. Even if, like, you don't have the best gun, man. Still. Especially if you're in solo queue. Well, I guess it can be actually harder to drop your gun in solo queue because, like, sometimes someone will just steal your gun. Nobody's gonna help you babysit it. Like if you're playing in a 4-man, you can like drop your gun and then have the warrior carry it for you. So I guess it's easier to drop it in a 4-man. But still, even in solo queue, you could drop it and just try and stand on it, and then if anyone like comes to steal it, just pick it up. And then if you get possessed, then you kill them. It's their own fault for trying to steal your gun. Now I guess the rest of the team actually caught up a while ago. Edge shields starting to dwindle down, but you know you'll see that madman full shields and probably after this objective. I don't know if they were trying to like hide their duping at this point, but later on in the game they just start duping straight in my face. And then I have like another clip against a duping Cheryl who like purposefully went out of her way to dupe right in my face. Like every time I'd get stunned in something, you'd see her roll up. Now you see the Hunter Ash and the Ed with full shields again. Now the Hunter Ash, I could at least like make a case for like, oh, maybe his amulets are legit, because he hasn't been fully amuleted the whole game, so it is possible that he had 3 amulets, decided to pop them all and found an extra one and popped that one too. But this Ed already at 4, 8, 12. The Ed's already used at least 12 amulets in the game, which is a pretty high amount. What? So Cheryl carried 6 and everyone else had 3. You'd have 15. But for them to all be used by Ed is a little sus. I think here is where you first will see him doing it, or maybe he already did it and it just happened. But you'll definitely see Ed and Hunter Ash duping the colas at the next objective. Here I'm just trying to keep the pressure on, keep spawning on them, slash trying to set up at that objective. On one hand, you could go set up the objective and wait for them to get there. On the other hand, it's good to trap on there. Like, obviously, these guys want to loot in Fishing Village right now, so I had to trap a little. And then, you know, I'm just trapping more, collecting more energy, just trying to keep the pressure on them. Because as much as I want to protect that objective and have full energy when they get to that objective, I also don't want to just let them loot and be at like full ammo and full loot and everything again. The Cheryl's obviously in rough shape. Hunter Ash and Ed still at full shield. I wasn't really paying attention to it if it went up or down, so we'll just leave Ed's counter at 12, I guess. And then yeah, you just see me try to make the Henrietta play with its army. You'll see like all those ads around now and the trap. Like that's what makes Henrietta good. Once they clear the ads and stuff, it's almost like you just gotta drop her. If you have someone down, you could stay in her just to try and secure that kill, but once your ads are gone, she's useless. And they just kill her there anyways. I think this guy doesn't drop his gun, so thank you, bad hunter. I wouldn't say that this guy's a bad hunter. Obviously he is duping amulets, and but he should drop his gun. And then I just give up on that jump scare because I'm like, I don't think that's gonna reach. You'll just see these guys duping amulets. I don't even know if they're duping the amulets right now. Oh wait, did Ed even, was he down? Did I get Ed's health bar down at all? He's either back at nearly full shield, or I just wasn't hitting him. I think I just wasn't really hitting him. Yeah, because look, he's actually a decent, like, player. He's good at his dodges. He does decent damage. He understands the melee dodge shit. So he's actually a good player. Just, relying on some exploits at the moment. Which, like, honestly, in solo queue, I don't know. I'm personally, I wouldn't do the amulet or cola dupe. But I'm not. you're in solo queue or duo queue or whatever, I don't know, man. I'm not really gonna judge too much. And the other thing is, like, if you lose to some people that are cola or amulet duping, like, it's whatever, man. Is it really even a loss then? You know what I mean? Like, if they gotta dupe amulets and colas to win, then is it really a loss? Like, you know, if they didn't have those exploits, would they win? Yeah, right there. See, that's the exploit right there. He drinks the cola, you see him drop one, and then he picks it back up. And these guys are just basically gonna run around doing this until I finally kill them for like another 2 minutes. Drink cola, drop cola, yeah, that's the dupe right there, and then he picks it back up. Drinks cola, drops cola. Now he's gotta like run around. I think his cola's still on the ground here, so he's gotta... And then I see that there's a trap there, so I'm like, ooh, I can set a trap next to your cola. At this point, it's kind of like a game of... I mean, he goes and he gets it here, but it's a game of, if I can keep him away from the cola, there's Ed popping more shields. But also not dropping his gun. So, like, you know, he's a decent player, but he's just gotta learn to drop his gun when he's scared. Because as you can see there. And then it's just me being like, yo, you duper. I'm not gonna go overboard with it, though. A couple shots to the face while he's dead is enough for him to get the message. I don't even remember what happens here, but yeah. He actually used a legit cola there. I didn't even dupe it. He's just duping the shields, I guess. But unfortunately for him, you know, solo queue and duo queue, even if you're duping and using a bunch of exploits, like, if you're playing up against a top tier demon, not that I'm top tier, I like to think that I'm top tier, but if you're playing against like a really sweaty demon, if you're in solo or duo, you should probably lose, you know. And then that'll be the end of the game there. But yeah, that is what duping actually looks like. Like, don't just go assuming any Cheryl or anybody healing or anybody dropping colas for Cheryl is duping. You gotta watch for what you saw there. They drink and drop it.